to the introductory session of Cherry's ESL. I have decided to create this video first for you to understand the foundation and general content of this channel, and for you guys to know what to expect as well. So as you can see, this channel is called Cherry's ESL. Obviously, the name is yours truly, not this, not that. So for the acronym ESL, I am sure most of you have already heard it and may even be pretty much familiar with it, especially because many non-English speakers want to acquire the English language. Hence, ESL stands for English as a Second Language. However, there is another acronym that may seem synonymous to ESL, and that would be EFL, or English as a Foreign Language. I'm sure you're a bit curious about what makes the two different. If you have a background on linguistics, you would know it quite well, but if none, then maybe you have a bit of an idea about it already. And we would find out if your educated guess is correct later. For now, I would introduce you first to two words, and that would be world Englishes. These terms are created by Kachru. What year? Never mind. This is not a history lesson. Anyway, I'm not sure if I pronounced the name correctly, so comment down below if you know its pronunciation. World Englishes. This generally means that people all over the world have their own variety of English. I have my own version, you have your own version, and they have their own. This implies that we should not bully or condemn someone because of how they use English. As Jackson Brown mentioned, never make fun of someone who speaks broken English. That only means they know another language. So the least we can do is to help each other communicate better. Teach, we learn, and we unlearn if we have to. Another idea brought about by World Englishes is the world being divided into three concentric circles with regard how people use English. As you can see, we have the inner circle, outer circle, and the expanding circle. The ones in the inner circle are the native speakers of English. On the outer circle are the ESL speakers or learners, and the ones on the expanding circle are the EFL speakers. One commonality between ESL and EFL is that the countries on both circles were conquered by at least one country from the inner circle. Hence, the varieties of English spoken in the outer and expanding circles are what you call post-colonial, meaning these varieties of English had transpired after the colonization of one country. For example, when the British people colonized Hong Kong, part of that was learning the language of the colonizers. So while Britain was colonizing Hong Kong, the Hong Kongers were able to learn English, and after Hong Kong gained its independence from Britain, the Hong Kongers incorporated some aspects of their mother tongue to the English language. They were able to create their own variety of English. This simply explains the term post-colonial. And that's the only similarity so far I have read between ESL and EFL. Maybe you can comment below if you know another similarity between the two. When it comes to their differences, the most obvious one is in terms of geography. The sample countries belonging to the outer circle having ESL speakers are Singapore, Hong Kong, the Philippines, Kenya, Pakistan, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, and others. The sample countries belonging to the expanding circle having EFL speakers are Korea, Japan, China, Saudi Arabia, Taiwan, Indonesia, Zimbabwe, Egypt, and of course, others. So what did you notice? The countries having ESL speakers have English as one of the language that they use in their own country. English is commonly spoken in countries belonging to outer circle. They use English as their second language, ESL. On the other hand, most people, especially the older ones, who are living in the countries on the expanding circle, they have great difficulty understanding English because they lack exposure to it. English sounds foreign to them, EFL. English is something new to them. So, do you get now the difference between ESL and EFL? I hope it's clear already to you guys. However, a big however, take note that we have a changing landscape, guys. This means that the countries belonging to the expanding circle or the EFL speakers can later on become ESL speakers, especially because countries having EFL speakers are already teaching English language in their schools as part of their curriculum. These younger people who are taught English now, when they become older, will no longer be EFL speakers. They will already be ESL speakers because they already had exposure to the language. That's English as a second language, guys. So the videos that I will be making would center on ESL learning, especially grammar. Does it seem difficult? I know math and grammar sounds similar. These are terms that people want to avoid as much as possible. Am I right? Personally speaking, the first reason why I like English is never grammar. No way. I like English because I get to read stories. Most books in the Philippines, by the way, are in English. Very few are translated or written in Filipino. I only appreciated grammar when I had my first teaching job, and that was in a Korean academy. I taught English to EFL speakers, both kids and adults. Grammar was inevitable during those days. I cannot avoid it, so I had to force myself to study it. And in doing so, I was able to appreciate it. I was able to have fun with it even. I was able to learn and unlearn things on my own. I'm not telling that I'm very good with grammar, okay? I'm not, especially with technical grammar terms. Okay? Thus, on this channel, I would want to share how we can simplify English grammar, how we can understand a concept without going through too much technicalities. That is the main purpose of this channel. So guys, please anticipate our upcoming sessions. See you soon and Godspeed.